welcome to Rosie's Knitting Shed. I'm Rosie, and if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, have a look at my Etsy shop. It's all written down below in the box. I might be speaking a little bit weird because I have had, ages and ages ago, I got hit in the face with a hockey ball and it cracked my tooth. So this time last year, I had the bottom part of the tooth taken off and the root left in. So just recently we've decided, because it had a chronic infection on it and it got infected and my whole head was like a big balloon, that they were going to take it out. So they took it out on Thursday and they put pig bone in my jaw, so they were able to build it up to put an implant in. So I've put my denture in today for the first time and it's really sore. But I've had loads of painkillers, so I'm speaking a bit weird. But yeah, and I don't know whether it's infected, but I don't know. So I've stuck my denture in and I'm just trying to not bite on it because I'm a bit worried as well, because they said that the pig bone is like granulated, like a bit like cat litter. So it has a chance of coming out. So if you do a lot of like moving of it, and you're not allowed to swill your mouth out like you would swill it all out, you just have to like rest the salt water on it. Yeah, so I'm trying to not move it. So yeah, it's proving a bit difficult. But yeah, so I've got my denture in for the first time, and it's not too bad, but it is sore, and I've got loads of stitches. So yeah, so I'm hoping it doesn't get infected like last time and I end up in a right state with myself. As you can see, I'm still not in my little shed back at home. I am in Aiden's house because obviously we're still tier 3. It's gone back to the tier systems after lockdown. So we're still tier 3 and my mum's in tier 2, I think. So I can't go home. Hopefully I can go home for Christmas because it's that 5 days, 3 house rule thing. But yeah, but we'll have to see. I'm not sure yet. So I might do a video call from home, not a video call, a podcast. Because we're all video calling, it's in my head. I might do a podcast at home in my shed on Christmas Day, maybe, if I go back for Christmas Day. So it's all a bit weird at the minute, isn't it? So yeah, so I shall get into my finished objects. So I have finished some socks for Antonia for Christmas. Antonia, don't look, she knows she's getting socks, but if you're watching, don't look. She probably won't watch. Sometimes she watches, now and again, but yeah. So don't look if you're watching. So these are her socks, and they are, I have the tag here, they are King Cole Zigzag, and they're in the colourway Wicked. And I actually love them. It hurt a little bit to sort of like think that I'm going to give it to someone else when I want them myself, because they're so cool. But yeah, so I'm going to be nice and I'll give them for a Christmas present. But yeah, so I cast on 64 stitches, my normal heel flap and gusset, slip one, knit one, heel flap and gusset-y thing, knit through the back loop rib. So pretty, I love them. Yeah. So that's them, easy peasy, and she's got little feet, littler than mine, so it didn't take long really. 2.25 circular needles. I love them. And I might have to buy the wool again because I just love the colours. I think the colours are lovely. Yeah, nothing much can really say about them because they're just socks, aren't they? But yeah, I love them. All at the minute, I feel like I'm not knitting for myself really, or, well I am now at the minute, but I thought you'd sort of like fall out of love with knitting when you're not knitting for yourself. I know it sounds silly, but I'm going to make an effort now just to knit for myself. I know I sound selfish, myself or Aiden, because I don't mind knitting for Aiden because I get to see them on his feet. That sounds so strange, but yeah, get to see them on his feet. But yeah, I do enjoy knitting for myself and then getting to wear it. And yeah, it's not the same, is it, knitting for other people? Some people love knitting for other people, but yeah, I just don't enjoy it. But yeah, they're them socks. Next one is another pair of socks. These are for myself, and I finished them a while ago. I think I was knitting them on my last podcast, which I did, which was ages ago, and I apologise that I've been so rubbish. But yeah, so these are another pair of vanilla socks. And these are in some yarn similar to Antonia's socks, the King Cole sock yarn. These are paint box yarns in the colourway Disco. Paint box yarns in the colourway Disco. And these are them. And they're beautiful. I love them. I feel like I might have dyed them a little bit in the wash. Just a little bit. They look a bit darker than they first did. But yeah, so these are on 2.25 needles. Knit through the back loop ribby thing, twisted rib. My normal heel flap and gusset, slip one, knit one, heel flap, and a normal toe. But yeah, I really love them. And they can be for boys as well, can't they? They're quite like both. What's the word? Like they can wear for like any gender or whatever. Yeah, I love them. And I tried to match them, but I don't think I have really. I have a bit. No, I haven't actually. I totally lied about that. They're totally not matched. But yeah, I've worn them once. So, you smell of my washing powder. Lovely. So that's that. So, so I've got a few finished objects, but I haven't got them here. So I'll insert them here. So I've been knitting some baby stuff for some friends of ours. So the first one was the Dan Dan sweater, and I've done this one before, but I've changed it a little bit. So I knit the Dan Dan sweater for Daisy, and it has some eyelets around just under here, and it goes out a little bit, a bit like a tunic, dressy type thing. But my friend is having a boy, so I decided to do, because I couldn't find a little raglan t-shirt anywhere on Ravelry, and I might just be being silly, but I couldn't find one. I don't know if anybody's seen one, send me the link, because it'll be handy. But yeah, so I found, so I decided to do the Dan Dan sweater, but without doing the eyelet increases, so it doesn't go out and have a little, like a feminine sort of vibe. So it's just a t-shirt, a straight down t-shirt. So I did the pattern after the raglan. So I did the raglan increasey things here, and then it got to here, and I didn't do the increases. I just knit straight down. So yeah, so I did the smaller size, but I knit with one fingering yarn and a lace weight yarn. And when I got to the bottom, as you can see on the picture, I changed to a sock yarn for a striping effect, which I think looks really cute. But the only thing I'm worried about is that the neck seems to be quite wide, and it's probably wide because for the little, for the Dan Dan sweater, it's like a little tunic, and it might have a wider sort of neckline as it's for a little girl. I don't know, but anyway, it looks fine. And it's really soft as well, because the lace that I was knitting with is really soft, but I can't remember what yarns they were. I think one was Sheep on Mars, and it was in their silk. I think it was merino and silk, and the other one was the Fibercore in a lace weight that I used for my one of my tops that I knit, and I can't remember the name now. But yeah, so anyway, this is what I got, and it looks really nice. So I did the smaller size, and I think I stayed with the same needles, 3.5 needles, even though I was knitting with 2 strands, because the lace weight was really, really thin anyway, so it didn't make much of a difference. Yeah, so that's it. Ta-da! I made up the decreases on the sleeves, just randomly. Yeah, and I love it. My next one is the Oh Baby cardigan by Roberta Rich. And I said I finished it last time, but I didn't have buttons on, so I wanted to show you the little buttons on, and they look so cute. They're like little, what are they called? Toggles, like little toggles, wooden toggles, and Aiden's auntie gave me them, and they're so cute. So, yeah, so I'll insert a picture here. Ta-doo! Yeah, so cute. And I think I did the boy, there's 2 versions, the boys and the girls versions, and I think I did the newborn size, and it was DK with 4mm needles. So yeah, so ta-da, so cute. Yeah, so that's that. On to whips. So this is my work in progress, and it's for my Christmas Day top. So it's dead weird how it's working out, but so this is my Grand's Cog Tea by Renate Yerkes, and I'll insert that down the bottom just in case I'm saying it wrong. So this is what I've got up to now. So I've knit the body part, and then I'm knitting, I've done one sleeve, and I've just finished knitting the other separately, because it says to knit separately, and then put it onto your needles and start knitting again in the round. And then I'm not actually sure what you do with this bit, because it's got a rib down the side there, if you can see. So it's got a rib down the side, and it's got a rib in the bottom of the arm. So I think you might, I don't know whether you Kitchener stitch it or not Kitchener stitch it, mattress stitch it on. I'm not sure yet. I'm just doing it step by step, because if I read too far in advance, I'll confuse myself. So that's what I'm doing. So I am knitting with Mothie and the Squid in the colourway Deck the Halls. And I love the colour, it's so nice. So when I block it, it might come, it looks a bit small at the minute, but when I block it, that ribbon will block out a bit. And the bottom, and I think they're meant to be like leaves, but I thought they looked like Christmas trees. So in my head, that's why it's my Christmas Day jumper, because they look like Christmas trees and they're so pretty. Yay! I love it. So yeah, so I've been doing the helical, is it helical knitting thing, where you knit in the round so you don't get the jog thing up the side. And oh no, my stitches. I always do that. So yeah, so you don't get any jog up the side. Yeah. So yeah, so I just need to add this sleeve on and then start knitting the, I think it's like raglan. Yeah, it'll be really nice, can't wait. And I'll wear a shirt underneath it. So pretty. So I am knitting the size medium, and yeah, the size medium I'm knitting, and I'm using 3.5 circular needles and 3.5 for the sleeves. And I think I'm like, my gauge is getting looser because the arms seem to be quite loose. But I think that's because it's on a 9-inch, and I am looser on a 9-inch. But yeah. But hopefully it'll fit, because I don't gauge swatch or anything. I just go for it. It takes too much time. I should really, because then it takes even more time to pull everything back, doesn't it? But yeah, I actually love it, and I can't wait to finish it. But it seems to be taking me ages. But yeah. Beautiful! Woo! So, that's that. That's all I can really say about that, I think. Yeah. This rib is also twisted rib. I love twisted rib. Some people don't like it, but I love it. I think it looks really neat and like tidy. So yeah, so that's that. Also, my mum wanted me to show you hers, and she has finished her, and I'm looking down at my phone because I can't remember, she's messaged me the details. So I'll insert a picture here. Ta-da! And this is her No Frills cardigan by Petite Knit, and she has knit the size large, and she is holding 2 yarns together using, as what the pattern designer said, which is, I don't know how to say it, Filcolana Arwetta and Filcolana Tilia. Tilia? So one's like a mohair and one's a merino yarn. One's fingering, one's lace, I think. I might be wrong. I think it's that. Oh, she's saying that she's knit the size small size. I knitted the small. Oh, yeah, so she knitted the small, not the large. She's confusing me now. So yeah, so she looks lovely in it, and I saw it not long ago, hung up, and it literally looks like she's bought, it's perfect. There's not one stitch out of place. It looks like she's bought it from a shop or something. It's that nice, like it's gorgeous. No stick, like with me, you can always tell that it's a little bit handmade. There's something in it which isn't right, like I might have forgotten a yarn over, or like I might have dropped a stitch and had to sew it in, or I'm rubbish at mattress stitch. I may as well write that off because this one's mattress stitch and this is messy on the inside. But obviously you don't see the inside, so it's fine. But yeah, but it's not like brilliantly done. But yeah, but it literally is perfect. So yeah, so she looks lovely in it. Ta-da! Yeah. So that's that. I will go on to what I'm wearing. The Cracking the Flags top, and this is meant to be a tee, like a t-shirt type thing, but I went off on a tangent and did long sleeves and made up some colour work that I never did. Well, I did do colour work a little bit. I did 2 cowls, but this is my first colour work jumper. No, actually I lie. I did another one, but it wasn't brilliant. But yeah, I'm really happy with this one. So I made up the sleeves, which I was quite proud with, considering I've never really done it before. Yeah, and this pattern is by the Wensleydale Long Wool, and I'll insert the website here. And you get, obviously it's a kit, so you get the yarn with it because they do the yarn as well. And it is a bit itchy. I couldn't wear it without a shirt on underneath, but it's gorgeous and it's worth it. So I'll show you the colourwork at the bottom. Whoop. So I've got lovely colourwork at the bottom, and this was knit on its own. So this first panel was knit, then the back panel was knit, I think. Yeah, no, so I knit this panel first, and then I started knitting the body, and then I knit this panel, and then started knitting the body from the bottom up. So it's curling a little bit, but I don't really mind. I think it looks nice curly, the way it's curling up. But yeah, so I'm really chuffed with that. I don't wear it all the time because I don't want to ruin it, because I just love it. I think it's lovely, but I should wear it all the time if you love something. But yeah, I'm so glad I did long sleeves, because I don't think I'd have liked it as much without the long sleeves. I had loads of yarn left over, so yeah. But yeah, it's lovely. It was one size. They only had one size, but it's like a very big size, and I think you change your needle size to make it smaller if you want, type thing. But yeah, it's fine for me. It would fit it's really like quite baggy, so it would fit many people. Yeah, really lovely. So what I have bought, I went to F&M shop in Lancaster, and I bought some 3rd Volt yarns. Oh, I love the tag. It's a really cute tag. And this is 70% superwash merino, 30% silk singles, fingering weight, and the colour is just pink, and it is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous pink. I got 3, and I thought of doing a shawl. It's blowing out a bit, but it's like a really beautiful, like, not pastel-y pink. I can't really explain the colour. But yeah, it's so nice. I love it. All I want to do is smell it. And it's so squishy, and the singles just make it even lovelier. But yeah, I love the base. Yay, it's gorgeous. Yeah, so I'm thinking of knitting something similar to my Midnight in Paris shawl. Something a bit like that, where it's got lace in. And yeah, because I think it would come out really nice, because it's just one colour. Yeah, it'd be lovely. So yeah, so that's that. I have also bought some King Cole sock yarn, and I just left it over here. So I have got some King Cole sock yarn in the colourway Petal. Gonna do some nice socks. My nieces might love socks out of this colour. Petal, Cosmic Sky, and Lagoon, which is nice too. They're all quite summery actually. I've gone for summery colours. Probably won't be till summer till I blooming knit with it. So yeah, so that's them. And then, Oh, also, and it's not like yarn related, but we went to a Christmas fair the other day, and a girl, and I never got her little tag, but she made jewellery, and so I bought some little cream egg earrings. Hold on, let me just get them so I can hold them up right. Look at how cute they are. Aidan bought them for me, because it's nice. And they just look so real. It's not, because they're dangling, it's not. Is it gonna? Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, look how cute they are. So cute. I haven't worn them yet. But it just looks so real, like it's even got a barcode on one of them. Where's the barcode? Because cream eggs seem to have a massive barcode on, don't they? Yeah, there. So it's got a little barcode on. They're so cute. Can't wait to wear them. I haven't worn them yet. I need to wear them. But I've been feeling quite off colour with this tooth situation. So I haven't actually got dressed really out of my pyjamas for a while. This is the first day in 3 days, I think it's 3 days, that I've actually got dressed. Because I felt a bit rubbish. But yeah, I thought I need to get up and carry on. Otherwise I'll just lig in bed and feel sorry for myself all day. And it's really hard to eat with. So when I'm eating, well, for the first day I only had soup, but then I didn't even know if I was meant to even eat soup, really, on the first day, but I was starving. But then I've had to, like, try and eat, and I've, like, cocked my head to the side so it all goes to one side of my mouth, and I'm like, there, it's a sight to see. Don't know what I look like, really. But yeah, so let's move on to what I have got in the shop. So I have got in the shop right now some pumpkin patch, and it's just gorgeous. I love pumpkin patch. I need to knit something with it. And it's like oranges, greens, more oranges, yellows. I have got the Groundsel Fairy on yak, and that's a tonal. I have got Poinsettia, which is also on yak, and that's a tonal red. I have got 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. A Vintage Christmas. The Wayfaring Tree Fairy. I love it. I love the Wayfaring Tree Fairy. Michaelmas Daisy Fairy. I gave one of these to my friend who knits at my work for Secret Santa, and she was dead chuffed. First Frost. Christmas Party. And that one has proven to be quite popular actually, and it's really nice and speckled. Have Yourself a Very Merry Unicorn. It's a bit of a mouthful, that. The Hazel Catkin Fairy, which would make a beautiful fade with a Vintage Christmas. They're similar but not the same. Yeah, beautiful. I have got Chinese Lantern, which is new, and that's blowing out a little bit, but it's very similar to the Chinese Lantern colours. I have got Rainbow Drops, which is blowing out a bit, but it's got bright yellow in, bright orange, bright pink, and some blue speckles. And that's it. Is that it? I've gone through them quick. Yeah, So I think that's everything. Sorry it's been a bit of a quick one, but it's quite hurting. I thought I'd be able to do it and be fine. But yeah, it is hurting a bit. So yeah, so I might have to love you and leave you all. And I hope everyone has a nice Christmas. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Hopefully I get to see my mum and everybody at Christmas, but I don't know yet. It's a bit of a kerfuffle, isn't it? Yeah, so I'll see you next time. Follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, have a look at my Etsy shop, it's all written down below in the box.